Alright, welcome back to Meteorology 101. I'm not going to do a chase tonight. I'm just going to sit out here in the parking lot, let the storm come to me. I'm pretty much east of the storm. If you look at the radar where my GPS is, I'm east of the warning area. I'm not going to go south, being it's nighttime, and chasing storms at night is just pretty much stupid. So I'm going to pretty much sit in this parking lot. We're going to see what comes our way, see if we can get some heavy rain. It may just miss us. Pretty much what happens right here in this area is everything just splits and goes around us. So I may head a little bit north to try to pick up some of that heavier rain. Looks like some hail indicated by radar just to the north of me. The major warnings are to the south, but to get there, that's about probably a half hour out. By the time I get there, that's going to be pushed through. All the warning areas are starting to push south. We're in a severe warning area right now for Claremont County, and looks like Brown County all the way out to Adams County. So if you're in those areas, you're just pretty much looking at severe weather. A lot of that stuff may go to the north up there, with Newtonsville, Lynchburg, Hillsborough, with the hail being indicated by radar. That could end up being pop-ups of tornado warnings in those areas. We got a pretty good line going through right now. So these lines, warning areas in northern Kentucky over Independence, in that area, that's all pretty much a tornado warning right now. So we are in a tornado warning to the south. So let's do a cross section. We can actually do a volume scan on that, and then actually see where we're at on that, on those cells, what we're looking at. So try to keep this where you guys can see it here. Let me get this, shrink this down just a little bit. Now here's the cell that we're looking at for the tornado warning. There is some rotation definitely in that storm. Severe weather all the way up above 30,000 feet to almost to 40,000. Probably, if I had to look at that, read that warning, I would say that's a tornado warning based on rotation indicated by radar, and that is, let's see, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Shawnee, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazards of tornado and sources radar indicated rotation. So just because looking at that, those reflectivities in those upper levels and having definitely some rotation in that area. Let me pull that back up and we'll show you. Pull up the rotation. And definitely some rotation in the storm. That's indicated by radar. You can see all the rotation throughout that storm. So if you get the updraft, start getting that rotation, and you get a horizontal, more of a horizontal rotation. Once that starts to go vertical, then I would look for more of maybe a touchdown on the ground. Not to say this can't happen, but this is a pretty severe thunderstorm, so definitely capable of producing a tornado. Let me wake my phone back up here. Gotta get your video back up. Alright, so like I said, where we are, I'll play this loop and let me get rid of that again. So where we are now, we are right there where the dot is. I know that's a little oval. I got this screen shrunk down for you guys to see. Try to split these screens, so it's a little tight, but you can see where we are. Looks like most of the stuff to the north. I'm going to head over up here toward Batavia, Owensville area, try to pick some of that up, see if we can actually see any hail. I don't want to bust any windows out or anything stupid, but we will go over that way and see if we can see what we got. So try to keep this camera alive, and we'll just see what we can get into. I'm going to close my screen. I got a keyboard that goes over the screen. I'm going to try to keep you guys live. And then I got to block my screen because I'm kind of on the dash and I don't want to get pulled over or distracted driving. So So that white dot on the screen, that's where I'm located. That should move along with us. This is GPS, so we should be able to move along into those storms. Try to get some video of this stuff, but you know, at nighttime it kind of sucks with all the lights, and pretty much don't get anywhere, you know, get any video or any major, you know, storm, catch any storms at night. Just not usually a good idea to chase at night. Probably going to be about 10 minutes out from hitting any major precip or any of that hail or anything like that, so it will be just a minute. Like I said, just it happens to be where I'm located. Pretty much seems like every time any severe weather comes through, it always splits, goes around me. Pretty much blessed for that, but you know, it's not good for chasing storms. And then a lot of the severe weather in southwest Ohio happens at night too, so you just don't get any good video. We had some severe storms, tornado warnings to the north, all the way up in Dayton, about an hour away earlier, but I just didn't have the time to get out there. So we're starting to get on the edge of that storm. We're on the pretty big cell there, so a little bit further east, and we should be able to catch up with it. See if I can find a dark parking lot to sit in. We can watch this thing go through without so many parking area lights and parking lots and all that crap, street lamps and all that. starting to pick up a little bit now. Stuck behind a car here. We're coming up on Batavia now, so I'm gonna try to get somewhere we can sit without all these lights. It's gonna be the hard part. I don't know if there's going to be any good spots here. Let's go. Going to the post office. See if we can get somewhere with no glare. It's going to be maybe not. Let's see. Pretty much slowed down. Let's see where we're at on the radar now. Pretty much all that. We're in another gap right now, so pretty much split right there where I'm at. I'd have to continue east, northeast to get back into the heavier stuff. Definitely got to adjust this thing. I don't think I'm going to have any adjustment on that camera, so. Alright, see where we're at. I want to make sure we still got a connection and make sure this radar is updating. So I know on these SIM cards sometimes we get a little off. I think we're still live, so if anybody's watching, comment, I guess, to let me know if you're there. Alright, so we just went through the little bit of heavier stuff, cut the edge of that. A little bit of hail to the northwest, just indicated by radar. Let me see what, pull that one up. We got about a ½ inch size hail indicated by radar. That's pretty far over there within the 275 loop. Zoom in on this thing. Like I said, we're right here, right in the middle of the weak area right now. I could head over to the Owensville area. Might be able to get into a little bit heavier stuff, but the heavier stuff's going to catch. We're going to catch the edge of it anyway. Like I said, chasing at night's just pretty much useless, so we're not going to get anything real great on video. Might catch some hail, probably not. You know, when you're at ½ inch, ½ inch hail indicated by radar, depending on the elevations of the radar, that's just going to be, you know, by the time it hits the ground with the temperatures and where the freezing level is, it's pretty much going to be melted or mostly rain by the time it hits the ground. You'd be lucky to even see if it's hail. So we are in a severe thunderstorm warning now. The tornado warning to the south looks like it's gone. It's expired. This severe thunderstorm warning still exists for Claremont County, Brown County, all the way to Adams County. Now, we do have you can see a lot of inflow on this storm, so we can definitely start getting into some rotation on that section over in Adams County. But we run out there, and that's that's probably over an hour away, so we're not going to be making that run at night. Let me do a volume scan on that one. Like I said, that's a pretty good structure on that storm, but not really seeing a lot of areas where, I mean, it could be tornadoes, but there's just the structure of this thing is just not there. You've got more horizontal rotation than you do vertical, so we're just not quite there yet. But there's, it's all severe thunderstorms, flash flooding. That's the warnings right now. There's no tornado warnings in the area at this time. We got one more little area coming through. We might catch some heavy rain on that. Looks like all the hail indicated by radar is gone, except for all the way further to the east. There's got 1.17 inches indicated by radar. Other than that, really this trip right here, we're about another maybe 10 minutes or so from Owensville, so really not really worth catching that. We could probably run over there. At least let's go drive through that, drive the loop, and then get back over this way, and then probably be about done at that time. So alright, so I'm gonna block this one screen. I'm gonna have to, I got monitors mounted on the dash, so it's kind of, one of them's not real high, the other one's a little higher than I like without tinted windows. But right now I got one monitor going. I'm gonna be driving through Batavia here, so it's kind of iffy if the cops want to be, what they want to do about it. But I have to drive through town, get back to the highway so we can get through up to the Owensville area. Come on. I got one monitor. The seat kind of blocks that one from the back window, so it shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to get through town. I just passed the cop going the other direction. I don't think he can see it. He may see the light in the car, but I didn't see him turning around, so I might be alright. Get the camera back up here. getting to some heavy rain now. Pretty much 132 just south of Owensville. I'll be a little better up out here. We start going out to the country area. We'll get rid of those city lights, get rid of this glare. So we are coming down pretty good right here. So I don't see any hail though. Alright, pretty much just heavy rain. I haven't seen any hail, so I don't see anything indicated on the radar either. It looks like, trying to see if looks like another warning popped up. We're gonna pull over here in a minute and get a good look at this radar, pull up some areas, and then see what we're going after next. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we're currently in Owensville. There's the 3D structure of this thing. Let me get this camera out of the way for just a minute. So we're cranking up to about just over 20,000 feet, 50 dBz. So we're doing pretty good, but I want to see what we got here. If there's any warnings, or pretty much that's it. Severe thunderstorm warnings. I didn't see any more tornadoes pop up. That was all well to the south of me. Dropping down over on the other side of the river. Been pretty much all highway. Would have missed that by the time we got there, so didn't bother with that one. That's all northern Kentucky. Like I said, we're over here in Owensville. That's showing half-inch hail. I haven't seen any hail. We pretty much went through the heavy stuff, and that's just indicated by radar. It really wasn't there. Like I said, depending on the freezing levels, it was most likely melted before it hit the ground. So we can head right here's US 50. We can head back down into out that way, out of the storm, or we can just keep heading east, try to catch in some of this, get into the middle of that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go through town, Owensville, and then we'll just start heading back to the east. We probably won't make it all the way out to Fayetteville. That's a pretty far ride, so but we'll shoot out here. Just let's see, we got Owensville, Fayetteville, there's Monterey right around here somewhere. Then there's Marathon. Probably won't even go to Marathon. We'll just shoot out the Monterey. Probably right in this area, really. It's only about just a few miles out from Owensville, so maybe get into that heavier stuff and find another parking spot there. See what time it is. Like 10 o'clock, so I say my mom lives out that way. I could swing in her house, but she's probably in bed. She's almost 80, so I'll leave her alone tonight. Alright, let's get this loop going. Let me make sure I'm still live. Alright, so we get this screen covered up. Actually, what do we got over here? Wilmington's reporting wind gusts 70 miles per hour at the Wilmington weather station. So that's pretty good up there. Pretty much out of the area. That's right where the radar is, so you can't really see what's going on there. Let's go ahead and let me pull up a couple things where I'm at. Let me go to base velocity. So we definitely looks like we got some rotation in this storm. So the radar is up here in Wilmington. So The green is the wind's going in toward the radar. Red is coming out. So we don't have that. There's probably some small areas of counterclockwise rotation. So right there around Newtonsville, just north of Newtonsville, the northern part of Clermont County, might be a little bit of rotation there. Nothing, I guess, indicated on the radar to indicate a tornado warning or anything like that. So if we go to, just go back to that base velocity, and we can see if I can get to higher elevations of this radar, and then we can start pulling out how high that rotation is going. And it looks like rotation pretty much about 4 degree tilt on the radar, so it's not too bad. Not quite halfway, about a fourth of the way up, so on the tilt of the radar. So we're still getting rotation in the lower levels, nothing in the major upper levels. So to bring that downdraft back down and get the updraft and the downdraft wrapped around and create the vortex, that's not happening yet. That's why the radar's not indicating that just yet. So we're going to head a little bit east, try to catch some of this heavier stuff that comes through. I mean, we're in Owensville. We're probably going to pick up the heavier stuff right here, so we might just sit right here and see what happens. So let's go. Let me get my phone camera back up. I'm losing that again. For some reason, I don't have an option on this phone to keep the screen from turning off. It gives me about 5 minutes at max. I got a spotlight right in the way, so I think we're pretty much out of it now. That was it. That was what just went through. The radar finally updated. We're pretty much on the backside of this. We'd have to start heading back south or southeast to catch up with that again. Not really worth it. So I'm going to start heading back to the west and get back. I think that's pretty much it for the video. So let's go ahead and pull a volume scan on this real quick, just see where we're at, and pretty much end it here. So there's that one isolated cell. So you get that's pretty good tilt on that storm. It's pretty good updraft. I mean, it ain't hateful. So it's pretty good, pretty much heavy rain. We look at the rotation. We probably will see rotation all throughout this storm. So, you know, there we go. Pretty much kind of broken up in the upper levels and the lower, mostly in the lower. That's what we've seen, that rotation on that base velocity that was rotating toward these lower levels. I mean, I could say lower levels, but 20,000 feet and lower. So, you know, they're still going up pretty good, but we're not hitting the 40, 50, 60,000 feet mark. So, you know, then we're broken right at the 20,000 foot to 25,000 feet maybe, and it's just not giving us that solid rotation we're looking for to see a vortex come back and hit the ground. So, all right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to end that video here, and I want to say thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, share my videos, help me get some more subscribers, and we'll keep chasing.